a little close to getting out of that fifth with 3-1 lead. And, unfortunately, just what we were able to put together late just wasn't quite enough. But it was good to see him out there, and it was good to see our guys continue to keep coming, especially if you give a 5 spot up and then you just kind of keep working yourself back into the game. But unfortunately, it's a lot to make up in the last third. So, Annie, go ahead.
Hey, Mike, the way that Daniel worked around base runners and worked through traffic showed some poise there. What does that say about him, especially on his first night in the big leagues?
Yeah, I mean, he had stress just about every inning. He had guys on base and umpires calling balks on him, and I mean, just stuff that he was having to deal with that he was able to manage exceptionally well. And I thought he just had great poise. He just pitched great. That was exactly what we were hoping for. And he made some good pitches in the middle of their order. They got some guys that can do some damage. He was smart at times and not giving in, and that was part of the game plan too. Is know when we can try to spread the zone, then getting ground balls when he needed us to, and it was just a very good first outing. Go ahead, Josh.
Mike, a lot of great defensive plays from you guys tonight, but you mentioned that fifth. Do you expect that double play turn there on Rosario?
Yeah, and I'm not sure exactly what happened. Carlos thought he might have had a chance to catch it, and just I need to look at it again. But yeah, when you see the ball off the bat, you're thinking 2 right away. That was unfortunate because then you're talking about coming around to the part of the order that can do a lot of damage. And yeah, that would have been great for Daniel to be able to walk out of that game with a 3-1 lead in the fifth. But we got to pick each other up, got to figure out ways to get it done when we don't make the plays sometimes, or if we don't make the pitch, we got to make plays behind them. Alec.
Mike, what did you see with Junis on those home run balls? Just what did you see from him in that seventh?
Yeah, I couldn't really tell. Cal saw he thought he made some really good pitches all the way through, and there were a couple that just didn't hit the side of the plate he was trying to go to, and they cost him. But thought it looked like his stuff. I mean, just right before the home run, I mean, good swing and miss. I mean, it looked like the slider was sharp. It looked like the cutter was doing what it needed to do. And just a couple pitches that got to a part of the plate that ended up hurting him. But overall, I thought his stuff looked good. Go ahead, Vahe.
Hey, Mike. How hard a decision is that with Daniel when he said he's worked around some stuff, but he's also gone on into the game a little bit to make the decision when to take him out there? And what goes into it?
Well, I think it's always a hard decision to pull a pitcher out, especially when you have a starter and you want to see him go deeper in the game, and his pitch count would allow you to. That's a lot to ask. You're talking about his very first day out, talking about being in stress the entire game. You're talking about going the third time through the order to the meat of their order. And we've got one of our better relievers ready to go. So that we had a well-rested bullpen. All of that goes into the decision. And we love putting Scott Barlow in those situations because we know more often than not he's going to get the job done. And same as we kind of talked about with Jake Junis, he looked at a slider that backed up, and he hasn't thrown 2 or 3 of those all season. His slider and his breaking ball have both been really sharp all year, and that was one that went the wrong direction and ended up costing a couple runs. But he's been phenomenal in those situations. He's the right guy for us to get us out of that mess and to help Daniel get through it.